our initiative. More than 75,000 students have earned rupees 80 crore plus worth of scholarships. Mr. Ashutosh undertakes mentorship for entrepreneurs under his sessions like entrepreneur mentoring series, entrepreneurship fundamentals, entrepreneurship journey review. He has found passion in doing business and loves to help students and entrepreneurs and currently mentors more than 30 startups. So we are proud to have him here today, sparing his valuable time for the buddy entrepreneurs and innovators students of our college today. So I would like to invite Mr. Astos Baranwal to start the session, and then I'll request Mr. Kaustubh to coordinate the session thereafter. So Mr. Astos Baranwal, please initiate the session. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Pramod sir, and it feels
Thank you.
big honor to address the students. I'm seeing so many good students, so many number of students participating in this session. So thank you once again, IIC and ESL. I'm super happy that yesterday I spoke to Ashutosh Sabat. He is a very good student of, and I really liked talking to him yesterday. And so. So this session is slightly for me also very what you say privilege. Why? Because I started my company when I was a student, and where my most of my batchmates are working for the placements, I was working with for a problem statement to solve, and which is very close to my heart, my life. So now when I'm reflecting back of my those 2 years of my college days, I realized that if I have not wouldn't have started those days of my college, so probably 99% chance is there I will not be able to start when I was in a job or engaged properly from somewhere. So those 1.5 year, 2 years of my college is so much of powerful for the foundation of Buddy for Study. So, so I have created this session in 4 parts. The first thing is the journey. The second part is the fundamentals of entrepreneurship, the mindset basically. The third thing is the lessons what I have learned in these 10 years of time, and few advices because I am seeing now numbers are growing continuously from the student side. So I feel that these advices are very relevant for them. And when I was going through the questions, so I saw so many queries coming from the student mindset. So I added some suggestions as well in my this session. So I'm sharing my screen so that we will all be organized throughout the session. Just a second. So can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great.
Yes, sir.
So to start with, Buddy for Study, which I started in 2011. So today it is serving around 40 lakh students. We have around around 8 lakh scholars who got scholarship or because of Buddy for Study initiatives. Today we have around 95 to 100 crores of scholarship fund we have dispersed, and we are India's largest scholarship platform. We received so many of awards in last 5-6 years of time, Indian, international, in CSR space, in edutech space, and now we are currently serving more than 100 corporates, foundations, universities across the world. Basically, not only Indian students but also international students. We are also serving them. So, like Tata Trust, Akshay Patra, ONGC, HP, L'Oreal, Marubeni. So they all are our client to whom we are serving our scholarship services. But this is the current thing. But when we started in 2010-11, so going back to my journey basically, so in 2010 I was a marine engineer. Have very limited understanding about how a company works, how a business works. Then definitely not a startup experience, not in my family, not in my friends group. No one knows how a startup works. And the scholarship, definitely I don't have any understanding about the scholarship thing. Then I joined as a MBA student in IMT Ghaziabad in 2010 June month. In these 2 years, I worked upon this, and today Buddy for Study is serving around 40 lakh students. And we had a revenue of last 3 years more than 20 crores, and I authored India's first scholarship guidebook as well. So So there is a YouTube video about we completing our 10 years this year on October 26th. So we created a video of this journey, entire journey. So I can share this link post this session where you can see it. So how it started basically. So basically about me. So I am from Dhanbad, Jharkhand. My family there. I born and brought up there. Middle class family. We have 4 brothers. 3 brothers studied in government school, government college. इतना ही पैसा था हमारे घर में कि एक बच्चे की पढ़ाई सीबीएसई बोर्ड में हो सकती थी. तो आई वाज अ थर्ड किड. सो आई ऐसा नहीं मैं बहुत मेरिटोरियस था बट जस्ट लिमिट इतना फंड था कि I joined a CBSE school, did good in class 10 and in class 12 and then qualified IIT JEE 2002 and then I did my marine engineering. But मेरे पेरेंट्स जो है बैकग्राउंड में है वो भी नॉन मैट्रिक्स हैं और कभी हमें स्कॉलरशिप मिली नहीं. So when I joined IMT Ghaziabad in 2010, then I come to know about a scholarship which could have helped me or my brothers to study in a good school or good college. तो जब ये चीज मैंने रिफ्लेक्शन किया कि हमारे स्कूल डेज में जब मैं पढ़ रहा था उस समय क्यों नहीं मैंने पार्टिसिपेट किया, तो आई रियलाइज कि नॉट ओनली मी और माय फैमिली, इवन द होल स्कूल ऑफ माय स्कूल, ऑफ वन ऑफ द बेस्ट स्कूल ऑफ Dhanbad, nobody have any clue about where are the scholarship or are there any scholarship. And when I come to know about this problem statement कि यार ये चेंज कर सकता था मेरी फैमिली को या मुझे, या तो then I realized how many of students right now are knowing about these scholarships and participating over them. और जब हमने ये सर्वे किया during the college days, so then we realized कि 93% students are completely not aware कि कौन सी scholarship आती है. And then we created this Buddy for Study brand. So this is because एक problem थी, मतलब मुझे कभी scholarship मिली नहीं, मुझे मेरे family को. So this is the reason why I started this. So 26th August 2011, as a second year student, I launched the website. I incorporated my company, and 26th October 2011 we launched our first prototype, or you can say first website, buddyforstudy.com in real world. From there, in 2012, I graduated from IMT when I do have only 120 rupees in my bank account in March 2012, and that time, but Buddy for Study was already having traction. कुछ 700-750 बच्चे थे, कुछ 75 टीचर्स और कुछ 10 स्कूल्स हमारे साथ ऑनबोर्डेड थे. फिर 2013 में हम लोगों ने एक स्कॉलरशिप कैलेंडर लॉन्च किया. स्मॉल कैलेंडर कोई भी पोस्ट कर सकता है दीवार पे 132 स्कॉलरशिप्स के साथ, but nobody was buying it, so it was a failed product. Then after 2014 we received our first award. यहाँ तक जर्नी हमारी ऐसी थी कि we were not knowing, me and my co-founder Raj Kishore, we were not knowing कि हम लोग कुछ ऐसा काम कर रहे हैं जिसको सोसाइटी एक्नॉलेज कर रही है. So this award was very special for us, and we received this award in 2014 December after starting almost 5 years, 4 to 5 years. After that, in 2015 we launched our first scholarship management service where we are helping L'Oreal India to manage their scholarship program, और उस स्कॉलरशिप प्रोग्राम का एप्लीकेशन मैनेजमेंट, उसका स्टूडेंट स्कॉलर सिलेक्शन, शॉर्टलिस्टिंग, उसका ट्रैकिंग, ऑल सर्विस वी आर हैंडलिंग इन 2015. दैट वाज आवर फर्स्ट क्लाइंट. उसके बाद 2016-17 में टीम स्टार्टेड ग्रोइंग, सो 8 टीम से 26 टीम हुआ, और फिर लास्ट 3 years में वी क्रॉस द टीम साइज मोर देन 158 और हमारी रेवेन्यू 20 crore. बट ये जो जर्नी हम देख रहे हैं, वन थिंग वाज कॉमन दैट there was not a single moment when we were hustling, we are fighting, and I will share more detail about this. But the thing is ki we are continuously inching towards the purpose. If we want to solve a big problem in the scholarship space, which no one has even seeing it as a problem, क्योंकि जो स्टूडेंट है उसको पता ही नहीं है स्कॉलरशिप कब आ रही है, जो पेरेंट्स हैं उनको पास टाइम नहीं है, जो टीचर्स हैं उनके पास इतने असाइनमेंट्स हैं, टीचर्स प्रोफेसर की, वो उस तरफ देख नहीं रहे. और ये सब जो प्रॉब्लम थी जो कि सोसाइटी सेंसिटाइज नहीं थी, हम उसको सॉल्व कर रहे थे धीरे धीरे. So fundamentals, and so now coming to fundamentals and lessons after 10 years of this. So I made this slide because everybody knows them, right? Sachin Bansal, Deep Kalra, Sari Chahal, Ritesh Agarwal, Oyoka, Fanda Samarat Bus, Your Story, Shraddha Sharma, Paytm, Vijay Shekhar Sharma. So they all are entrepreneurs. We all call them entrepreneurs. But basically they all are change makers. Change which they have seen in 10 years back, 12 years back, or say Ashutosh saw that there is no scholarship awareness. So they saw a problem statement and they said, "Okay, this problem needs to be solved." And then they started working upon it. And after 7 years, 8 years of their journey, people have started recognizing them that yes, this change is important. This change needs to be sustained. This change needs to be profitable. So that and then they made $1 billion industry around this change. So we already understand that entrepreneurship is not about making business. Entrepreneurs are change makers. You are seeing some change and then you are working towards it. So if we talk about entrepreneurship, so what is entrepreneurship? For everyone here, all the students, whenever somebody asks you, who are you? And you say, I want to be an entrepreneur. So I will say the first thing you should say, entrepreneur word comes from the very beautiful word from Sanskrit, Antah Prerna. We means any person, if this inspiration is from within, for example like me, Ashutosh, so मुझे कभी स्कॉलरशिप मिली नहीं और जब मुझे पता चला कि स्कॉलरशिप मुझे मिल सकती थी या अगर मुझे मिल जाती, मेरे स्कूल की फीस 350 रुपीज पर मंथ थी, अगर मुझे 500 रुपए की स्कॉलरशिप मिलती तो एटलीस्ट मेरा छोटा भाई मेरे स्कूल में पढ़ सकता था. अब ना दिस इंस्पिरेशन दिस थिंग डिस्टर्ब मी कि अगर एक स्कॉलरशिप से एक लाइफ चेंज हो रही है. अब ऐसे लाखों फैमिलीज हैं. तो ये इंस्पिरेशन आई, एक इंटरनल इंस्पिरेशन आई. और दूसरा आता है शिप. Ship is the brand which you are creating. This is the initiative you are taking, like Budding for Study or like all these companies logos, all these big companies like Flipkart, Amazon. What is so? Entrepreneur is always the soul of the company. He is continuously working. Today, Budding for Study is serving 40 lakh students. Not a single, not a 50,000 students are knowing Ashutosh started it or Ashutosh founded this, or there are 3-4 founders who are working towards it. Everybody is seeing the ship. Nobody is seeing who is working towards it. But this person or this small team is continuously working 365 days a year. But no, this is the soul. And the other side, the vessel. Vessel is the tangible. I am a marine engineer, so I am a sailor basically. So I always connect with this ship word. Ship is very sturdy, very rough, very strong. It is designed to go to the storms or very rough weather conditions or sea conditions, which is very corrosive in nature. So we all are, most of them, us are engineers, so we can understand. The sea weather is so corrosive कि अगर उसमें आप नॉर्मल स्टील भी डालेंगे तो वो भी corrosive हो जाता है. और वहां पे वो शिप 10 से 20 साल तक सर्वाइव करता है, कंटिन्यूसली काम करता है वो. So entrepreneurship is like building that ship. And whenever we say ship brings lots of sturdiness, lots of power, like relationship, in friendship. So entrepreneurship is a soul body relationship, जिसमें एक के बिना दूसरा अधूरा है. और अगर शिप नहीं है, केवल सोल है, तो इट मीन्स कि वो घोस्ट है, नथिंग, नोबडी अंडरस्टैंड्स कि वो क्या है, भूत है. अगर शिप है बट अगर उसके अंदर इंस्पिरेशन नहीं है तो वो शिप ग्रो नहीं करेगा, वो बॉडी ग्रो नहीं करेगी, वो बॉडी मूवेबल नहीं होगा, वो वर्क नहीं करेगा. So now coming back to the entrepreneurship, so whenever we see a successful company like Flipkart or Amazon or Google or something, when they were 10 years back, when they are just starting up, this image is like a fish of ball of fishes और उसमें से एक रॉकेट शूट कर रहा है. अगर मैं एक सक्सेसफुल कंपनी उठाऊं और उसको मैं बैक में लेके जाऊं आज से 10 साल पहले, 15 साल पहले, when they were starting up, तो ऐसी क्या चीज थी उस शिप में या उस छोटे से रॉकेट में से क्या था कि वो 10 साल में बढ़ के इतना बड़ा हो गया. अगर कोई, if anyone can share कि what are the basic attributes of a startup जिसके जो कि कल को सक्सेसफुल कंपनी बन रहा है. अगर हम उसको रिवर्स इंजीनियरिंग करके हम चेक करें कि हाँ वो स्टार्टिंग में कैसा था, वो कोई भी अनम्यूट करके anyone can share कि what are the primary attributes we are talking here of a startup.
So, one of the attributes can be the dedication of the founders to change the world, or like the belief in their ideas.
Dedication of a founder, very nice, very good. Anyone else?
So it would be the basic idea, the model,
the team that is working, the funding behind it, and the timing when the startup is launched.
Timing, how you will know? So for example, like when Flipkart started or Amazon started way back in 1999, Amazon. So timing, how you know ki now internet is booming, etc.
So that's what I'm talking about. Like Amazon started way back in 1990s, but it hit on the run when late 2010 came.
Correct.
So
But
that's
at the time of starting so I might okay, ठीक है. More any other attribute?
So, accepting and improving ourselves and consistency.
Wow, very nice. So this is called growth mindset.
So according to me, it's like understanding the problem of the customer or the needs, what they are looking for.
Great, nice, very nice. So all of these details are important. All of these details are important. But if I talk about let me rephrase this. Okay, how so see we all need to understand one thing. Just consider a startup or consider a successful business like a human being. तो एक बच्चा जो कि डॉक्टर बन रहा है, एमबीबीएस एम्स से क्वालिफाई हो रहा है, या कोई आईआईटी एमआईटी या कोई बहुत ही अच्छा एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम है. अगर मैं एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम को मैं अगर उसको क्लास 10 के स्टूडेंट के रूप में देखूं और मैं सोचूं उसमें क्या क्या चीजें ऐसी हैं जो कि इनको फ्यूचर में आज से 20 साल बाद 40 साल बाद पीपल वर्ल्ड विल रिमेंबर हिम एज द बेस्ट टीचर ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, ऐसे करें तो उसमें ऐसी क्या चीजें होंगी. और दिस इज द फंडामेंटल ऑफ एनी सक्सेस. द फर्स्ट थिंग इज लव इज द एम्पैथी. So again, in business sense, we say empathy for my customers, empathy for my team. Okay, मैं उनका पेन समझ पा रहा हूँ नहीं समझ पा रहा हूँ. Empathy for your shareholders, investors. Empathy for your society basically. Do you have this element? The first thing. The second thing, which is definitely part of a success, is the trust. Can people trust you? Can you trust people? Trust come with three things in this world. First is the time. It will never happen कि तुमने फर्स्ट टाइम मीटिंग किया और वो तुम्हारा पार्टनर बन गया एज ए को-फाउंडर. तुमने फर्स्ट मीटिंग किया और वो ही becomes your customer or he becomes your investor. They take time. They take 6 months, 1 year time to convert this meetings into relationship. So the second thing comes is that first is the time. The second thing comes is the truthfulness. How much truthful you are in your conversation. Can your team say, can your customer say you are always truthful to me or you are always truthful to the others? And the third thing is a transparency. All of your communications, internal communication with your team, co-founders, with your shareholders, and your communication with the external world, like your vendors, your partners, your customers, your society, your PR, everything, they are consistent. So this is the second thing for building a very, very strong relationship is the trust. And the third thing, which is like purpose. Purpose is doing good for others, paropkar in our Sanskrit word. So is your initiative or venture is solving some big problem, or it is fulfilling a need of the society or need of some target customer. So these three things, love, trust, and purpose, with time, this actually brings you a long-term prosperity. So I suggest each one of you, please invest on these three things. Create as much as love, means empathy. Somebody said understanding the problem. Definitely, this connects with understanding the problem and then start working towards to solve it. Second thing is a trust, and the third thing is the purpose. So this is my lesson 1. Lesson 2, you need to be a very, very good human being to become a successful entrepreneur. Business is not only about numbers. It is mostly about perception plus the value system behind it. So if people cannot trust me, or if I do not have empathy for my team members, उसकी life में problems चल रही है and I'm still pushing him for something, believe me, then this relationship is not working. And a successful entrepreneur always understands the human angle. So he comes with all these emotions, feelings for his team, and he's backing them. It's not like only understanding; it's also backing them. The next lesson is building a right product. So when we understand a problem, So I just want you to go through this three-step thing. So whenever we see a need, so people have some confusion. So I just want to clarify here in this slide, in this part, that define your need statement. So for example, like हम सबको भूख लगती है, हम लोग दिन में 3 बार खाना खाते हैं, minimum 3 बार, 3 times हम फूड लेते हैं. तो hunger is a need. तो किसी को मीठा खाना है, किसी को तीखा खाना है, वो अलग बात है, बट जो नीड है वो हमारा हंगर है. एंड हाउ टू फुलफिल ए हंगर, सो वी नीड एज ए सॉल्यूशन, आई कैन ईट आइदर एप्पल और मैंगो. सो मेनी टाइम्स क्या होता है, हमारे मन में डाउट होता है कि यार ओला इज क्लोन टू उबर, और से फ्लिपकार्ट इज ए क्लोन टू अमेजोन, और सेम ओयो इज ए क्लोन टू एयरबीएनबी. सो दे आर मॉडल्स, डिफरेंट मॉडल्स, बट दे आर क्लोन्स. मेरा ये कहना है कि नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. Whether apple and mango are the clones of each other. Do you feel apple and mangoes are clones? Anyone?
So they are totally different fruits.
Correct. So the same thing. So that here is, whenever you come out with an idea, every solution is unique. So it means like, अगर जैसे for example, like you are creating a tech product to solve, say, logistic problem, or you want to create a new solution to travel from point A to point B. Even though from outside it looks like ये भी same Ola Uber का copy लग रहा है, but definitely it's a unique idea, as unique as you are. और even if in apple, if I say apple में भी कई सारे varieties हैं, बड़ा एप्पल, छोटा एप्पल, रेड एप्पल, येलो एप्पल, ग्रीन एप्पल, 300 rupees kg apple, 50 rupees kg apple. So there are so much of varieties. So it is just like Ashutosh and Ashutosh Barnwal and Ashutosh Sabat both look same. दोनों के आंख है, एक नाक है, एक मुंह है, 2 कान है. But internally we both are genetically or DNA wise, we both are different. So I just want to stress this point. If you come out with an idea and somebody is saying कि तुम तो बिल्कुल वैसे ही लग रहे हो, it happened with me so many times कि मैं जब बड़ी फोर स्टडी लेके मैं स्कूल जाता था, मैं बोलता था कि मैं ये बड़ी फोर में स्कॉलरशिप एग्रीगेटर हूँ, बच्चों को हेल्प कर रहा हूँ. Many times I even people used to say कि यार सेम ही आइडिया, इसी आइडिया को लेके 10 दिन पहले मेरे ऑफिस में एक बंदा आया था. एंड आई वाज थिंकिंग कि मेरे जैसा दूसरा पागल कौन है पूरे इंडिया में जो कि स्कॉलरशिप एग्रीगेट कर रहा है. आई नेवर नो anyone else who is doing the same thing. But there are people who will tell you upfront on your face कि हाँ यार तुम्हारा आइडिया तो सेम कॉपी है उसका. Hear them out, but you always remember this in your deep down in your heart. You are unique with your knowledge, with your wisdom, with your inspiration, with your way of doing work. Everything is unique as you are, and your solution is definitely a unique solution. So this is the second thing, and the third thing is the evolution. Is in a seed level, in an idea level, even though everything looks same, अगर तुम एप्पल लो और एक pear का seed लो, it looks same, but in apple it takes 2 years to bear the fruit, and in pear it takes 6 years. और anytime एक बीज कोई कहीं भी उसको बो सकता है और उसका fruit आता है. It takes only like hope, patience, passion, and perseverance. These are the few things which time this seed become a tree. So definitely एक दिन में नहीं होगा, it takes time, but it will definitely happen in one day. मतलब एक दिन जरूर होगा. इस माइंडसेट के साथ काम करना है, विश्वास के साथ काम करना है कि हाँ मैंने अगर सोचा है कुछ आइडिया, तो आइडिया में डेफिनेटली इज ए पोटेंशियल, और उसके साथ साथ ये काम करते रहना है, तो धीरे धीरे वो चीजें सामने दिखना स्टार्ट हो जाएगा. सो कम टू द नेक्स्ट लेसन. ये इंस्पिरेशन आ गया, अंतः प्रेरणा आ गई, आइडिया आ गया कि हाँ मुझे इस आइडिया पे काम करना है, but where is the force? So in our शास्त्र में ये लिखा गया है, कराग्रे वस्ते लक्ष्मी, कर मध्य सरस्वती, कर मूले तो गोविंदा, प्रभाते कर दर्शनम. इसका मतलब है हमारे कर मतलब हाथ, हमारे कारीगर हम बोलते हैं हमारी हिंदी में. कर मतलब हमारे हाथ के अग्रभाग में लक्ष्मी का वास है, मध्य भाग में सरस्वती, और कर के मूल में गोविंद का वास है. तो जितना फोर्स चाहिए हमें, भगवान ने हमें उतना फोर्स देके भेजा है, हमारे हाथों में उतना ताकत देके भेजा है. तो इस विश्वास के साथ काम करना कि इंस्पिरेशन है, आइडिया है और फोर्स भी है मेरे पास. अब नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन आता है कि हमारे पास पावर कहाँ से आएगा. हमें शक्ति भी चाहिए, हमें पावर भी चाहिए. तो दिस इज वेरी क्लोज टू मी. we all should never ever doubt on our potential or our power. होता ये कि हम जब तक काम करते नहीं हमें पता नहीं चलता है कि हम ऐसा कर सकते हैं. आज से 10 साल पहले जब मैंने स्टार्टेड वर्किंग फॉर स्टडी, आई डू नॉट हैव एनी मनी. 120 रुपए थे अकाउंट पे जब मैं ग्रेजुएट हुआ था कॉलेज से. एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप का जीरो नॉलेज था. स्कॉलरशिप वर्ल्ड के बारे में तो बिल्कुल नहीं, मैंने कभी स्कॉलरशिप लिया नहीं है, तो मुझे नहीं पता स्कॉलरशिप क्या होता है ये. और मेरे पास टेक्नोलॉजी का ज्ञान नहीं था. आई एम ए मरीन इंजीनियर, आई डोंट नो कोडिंग. बट with time I started learning all those things, or people started joining me, so things are happening. So the thing is never ever doubt कि हम हनुमान जी के बारे में फेमस था कि उनके पास पावर तो बहुत था, ज्ञान पावर सब कुछ बहुत था, लेकिन क्या वो भूल जाते थे. और जब वो प्रॉब्लम आता था उनको कोई याद दिलाता था तो वो लंका कूद के चले गए, पहाड़ उठा के ले गए, वो सारी पावर्स. तो सेम थिंग हमारे साथ है. हम सब इंसान जेनेटिकली, हम सब में बहुत ही पावर है, हम सब में बहुत ही नॉलेज है. और प्लीज रिफ्रेश योरसेल्फ एंड व्हेनेवर यू थिंक ए प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट, डोंट थिंक कि यार मेरे पास उतना कैपेसिटी नहीं है, उतना फंडिंग नहीं है, उतना टीम नहीं है, उतना रिसोर्सेज नहीं है. यू हैव एवरीथिंग. जब टाइम होगा यू विल बिल्ड ऑल दोस थिंग्स. सो ये मेरा लेसन था. नाउ कमिंग टू ए स्मॉल एक्सरसाइज. सो फॉर एग्जांपल एक प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट है. मैं दिल्ली में रहता हूँ और आप लोग इलाहाबाद में हैं, यहाँ से 1000 किलोमीटर दूर है. So I want to build a machine, I want to build a dream machine जो मुझे यहाँ से इलाहाबाद आपके कॉलेज तक मुझे ट्रैवल करने में हेल्प करे, मुझे अलाउ करे कि मैं यहाँ से वहाँ जा सकता हूँ. तो अगर मैं ये मशीन बनाना चाहता हूँ, ये कार बनाना चाहता हूँ बड़ा सा जो मुझे 1000 किलोमीटर ट्रैवल करना है, तो दे आर फर्स्ट वे कि मैं एक पहले व्हील बनाऊंगा, फिर मैं एक लोअर बॉडी बनाऊंगा, उसको उसमें बाकी इक्विपमेंट लगाऊंगा, फिर उसके ऊपर टॉप बॉडी लगाऊंगा, और फिर ओवर द पीरियड ऑफ 4 years I will build my car. और फिर 4 years में मैं I can reach to इलाहाबाद कि हाँ मेरा प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो रहा है. बट इस केस में क्या हुआ, इस 3.5 year ऑफ माई जर्नी जो है उसमें नथिंग इज ऑन सरफेस. कोई पूछे क्या कर रहे हो, मैं अपने गैराज में काम कर रहा हूँ, मशीन मैं जोड़ रहा हूँ. बट एट द एंड ऑफ द 4 years व्हाट हैपेंड कि क्या पता पेट्रोल खत्म हो गया, पॉलिसी चेंज हो गई, डीजल मिलना बंद हो गया. तो मैंने कार तो बनाई बट उस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम पे उस कार की वैल्यू खत्म हो चुकी है. क्यों? क्योंकि वो टेक्नोलॉजी हम ओवर इवॉल्व हो गई, वहां टेक्नोलॉजी शिफ्ट हो गया. दिस इज द वे वन. व्हाट इज द सेकंड वे? आई फर्स्ट बिल्ड ए स्मॉल स्केटबोर्ड. एक पटरा लिया, 2 चक्के लगाए और मैंने इसको चला के देखा, तो देखा कि मैं यहाँ से 100 मीटर जा सकता हूँ. इसमें बनाने के लिए मुझे ज्यादा मेहनत नहीं लगी, कम मेहनत में बनाया. लेकिन व्हाट आई रियलाइज कि चक्के छोटे हैं, ज्यादा दूर नहीं जा सकता, बैलेंस नहीं आ रहा है, मैं गिर जा रहा हूँ. देन आई जस्ट इंक्रीज द व्हील और एक हैंडल लगा दिया. उससे क्या हुआ, ये स्कूटर से मैं एटलीस्ट 1 किलोमीटर तक ट्रेवल कर सकता हूँ. लेकिन आई रियलाइज कि इससे भी मैं बहुत आगे नहीं जा पा रहा हूँ. देन आई बिल्ड ए साइकिल. उसमें मैं गियर लगाया, बैठने का सीट बनाया, चक्के और बड़े कर दिए, बैलेंस करके देखा. तो मैंने कहा साइकिल से मैं और 10 किलोमीटर जा पा रहा हूँ, लेकिन उसके आगे जाने से पहले मैं पूरी तरह से थक जा रहा हूँ. तो एक नया प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट है कि मैं थक रहा हूँ. Then I built a motorcycle. मोटरसाइकिल में मैंने एक फ्यूल टैंक लगाया या इलेक्ट्रिक मोटर लगाया, हेडलाइट लगाया कि 100 किलोमीटर जा रहे रोड अच्छा नहीं होगा. चक्के और मोटे किए ताकि वो रिलायबल हो, पंक्चर ना हो जल्दी से. और फिर मैं देखा 100 किलोमीटर जा रहा हूँ. देन आई रियलाइज कि 100 किलोमीटर जा रहा हूँ बट उसके आगे नहीं जा सकता क्योंकि इतनी धूल लग रही है, धूप लग रही है, माहौल. और मैं चाहता हूँ कि मैं अपने साथ साथ पूरी फैमिली लेके जाऊँ, दोस्तों के साथ जाऊँ. देन आई बिल्ड ए कार जिसमें एसी भी लगा हुआ है, हम 4 दोस्त बैठ के म्यूजिक भी सुन रहे हैं और कार ट्रेवल भी कर रही है. So in this whole journey of 4 years making the same car, I was slightly not happy with my first model of skateboard. But उसके बाद जो scooter, cycle, motorcycle और car, I was super happy that I am at least solving a problem. So somebody said improvising consistency. So this is what we call growth mindset. It take one problem at a time and keep solving this and growing with time. And this over the period of years, you will build your own car. So what are the learnings for this? So first, you decide one big problem. मुझे 1000 किलोमीटर जाना है. Similarly, there are so many problems. Decide one big problem. Start with your small knowledge, capital and resources. जितना मेरे पास है मैं उसी से शुरू करूँगा. First, build your first skateboard, first product, and देखो उसमें क्या वर्क नहीं कर रहा है. एंड उसको सॉल्व करो, अगेन बिल्ड योर नेक्स्ट साइकिल, फिर रिपीट करो, उसका फीडबैक लो, फीडबैक में फिर बनाओ, जब तक बनाते हो जब तक तुम्हारा ड्रीम कार नहीं बन जाए। हाँ, तो प्रॉब्लम आएंगी, हर प्रोडक्ट में लिमिटेशंस होगा, लोग क्रिटिसाइज करेंगे कि तुम कहाँ कार बनाने वाले थे, तुम्हारा ये स्केटबोर्ड 100 मीटर चल रहा है, 1 किलोमीटर चल रहा है, 5 किलोमीटर चल रहा है, एंड इट विल नॉट सॉल्व एवरीवन्स प्रॉब्लम, बट इट मस्ट सॉल्व सम प्रॉब्लम। मतलब मैं 1000 किलोमीटर नहीं जा पा रहा हूँ, बट एटलीस्ट मैं 100 मीटर तो जा रहा हूँ, मैं 1 किलोमीटर तो जा रहा हूँ। इट मस्ट सॉल्व, जिसको हम एमवीपी कहते हैं, मस्ट सॉल्व सम प्रॉब्लम। And being an entrepreneur, you are in business from day one. So you can sell skateboard to kids, cycle to school student, motorcycle to youth, and cars to professional. So आपको पैसे भी लोग दे रहे हैं, जो आप प्रोडक्ट बना के ला रहे हैं, जिससे कुछ कुछ लोगों का प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो रहा है, और उसके कारण लोग उसको पे कर रहे हैं। तो यू आर इन बिजनेस फ्रॉम द डे वन, यू आर इन द बिजनेस, एंड you are working on towards growing this whole idea. So being an entrepreneur, you also need to be a salesman on this. And the biggest part of this, you will not stop yourself till building this dream car. The moment you have this growth mindset and then you realize कि रोड पे चलना ही डिफिकल्ट है, यहाँ पे अभी बंद हो गया है, तो दिल्ली की चारों तरफ अभी प्रोटेस्ट था किसानों का, तो रोड ब्लॉक्स हैं, और फिर रोड सेफ नहीं है, then then for you can think of, I can create a drone car, or I can create a jet car, a space car, heli car. So for you, the sky is the limit. So from the idea to a spaceship, so this is a journey of an entrepreneur, of a successful business. And once you have a spaceship, so definitely you have a big wealth for this. So this is lesson 6, growth mindset. Mentors matter. So this is Krishna with Arjun in the Mahabharata युद्ध. So एक तरफ 11 छौनी सेना थी, एक तरफ 4 छौनी सेना थी, ऐसे कुछ है, 2:1 रेशियो में सेना है. But Krishna was with Arjun and he was mentoring Pandavas to in fighting this battle. The similar in this real world. हम कोई भी नया आइडिया लेके आते हैं, हमारे उसे क्रिटिसाइज करने वाले, उसको डराने के लिए जो हमारे कॉम्पिटिटर्स हैं, अगर यू सी यार एप्पल है, अमेजोन है, फेसबुक है, ऐसे बड़े बड़े ओला उबर है, यार मैं कैसे फाइट करूंगा. सो इन दोस थिंग्स वी नीड अ गुड मेंटर हु कैन शो अस थिंग्स जो मैं अभी नहीं देख पा रहा हूँ. सेकंड, दे हाईलाइट सिचुएशंस, इश्यूज और प्रॉब्लम्स इन एडवांस एंड prepare the entrepreneurs in the very beginning level, so that कि वो उनका टाइम, मनी और एफर्ट सेव हो. They teach us, and our learning curve is very fast under a good mentor. And there is a statistic which says that 33% founders who is mentored by successful entrepreneurs become successful entrepreneurs in life. So find your own mentors, find your own super mentors. So I am blessed in my journey. Ankur Agarwal sir, Yashovardhan sir, Vardhan sir, they all were there to support me and to teach me whenever the time is required, whether it's a fundraising, whether it's a first customer, whether it's a first co-founder. So they were always there to help us. So find the lesson 7 is find your super mentors who is there to guide you, nurture you, mentor you. So now in coming to Buddy for Study thing, so 2010 to 2020 in this growth journey. So 2011 we launched the website. 2012 we launched our scholarship calendar, which we are selling at 30 rupees. That was my skateboard. Then we launched our first scholarship SMS alert voucher. So this is an alert voucher, 100 rupees 1 year SMS alert service. And then we in 2014 we launched our India's first scholarship guidebook. So this is a scholarship guidebook. I heard, but these are the cycles. So real motorcycle came into picture in 2015 when we serviced L'Oreal India. We had a revenue of around 1 lakh rupees. And then we launched another products, S2S, STS. And now I definitely say this love, trust and purpose for which we started with Buddy Force in 2010-11. Today this is bringing all prosperity, not only for Ashutosh or for the founders, but for the whole team and the society. So we are creating value for the society. So this is my journey. So few advices, because I went through the few questions of the student. So first advice is You don't need to solve all the problems at day one, but try as many new things in your time, as many new things. It will some ideas will work, some idea will not work. Like in Buddy for Study, we start with study materials, entrance exams, scholarship, networking, career guidance, so many ideas. Some ideas worked, some ideas didn't work, and then करते करते आज हम केवल scholarship में space में हैं. So definitely try new things, fail, learn, quit, innovate, and start unlearning things with your experience. The second thing, because you are a college student, this is my time. 20 June 2010, I joined college. 20th March 2012, I graduated. So I did have 15,000 hours with me. So, and Malcolm Gladwell has given a very strong statement. It takes roughly 10,000 hours of practice to achieve a mastery in any field. Any field. I was zero when I was venturing into a college. So this is a post of 18 June 2011, which I said, one thing is common between with all the successful people is 24-hour a day. So I have every morning when I woke up, I used to see my day as a 24-hour day and how I can do the maximum output out of it. And being in college, one of the biggest thing happened. तुम्हारे जो बैचमेट्स हैं, they will help you to save plenty of hours. So this is a post of 30th July 2011 where Dhruv Kapoor, one of my batchmates, helped me in some kind of presentation preparation. So again, the college provides me this accelerated learning opportunity. So my advice too is, you have your inspiration, you have your idea, you understand your force, power, and your mindset. And the number one thing which is there with you, which is again invisible, is your 10,000 hours to work on any idea. So this is advice to you have your own 10,000 hours. Find your 10,000 hours. Believe me, after the college, when you join a company or when you are doing something, then you won't get this 10,000 hours, or you will get it, but in a very longer span of time. Create a brand for yourself. In college, so I always say, for any human, there are two things which makes him a brand. One, brand or respectful in the society. One is the knowledge, how much knowledge he has. To acquire knowledge, read as much as possible about the idea, about the solution, about the current trends, about the latest happenings in technology space, everything. Read everything, and then write about those things and share on your LinkedIn or in Facebook or with your network of WhatsApp group, etc. Share with the world that yes, I read this thing, I write this new ways or this new thing, and then I am sharing it with the world for whom this knowledge matters. And the third thing is the knowledge is the first thing. The second thing is the connections. Build meaningful relationships, strong relationships with your friends, with your faculties, professors. Go them, talk to them, share your idea, tell them what you are trying to do, what you are trying to solve, and involve them, take their feedback, make this meaningful relationship, build this trustful relationship. And in today's time, when we are working remotely, most of us, definitely you are a student right now, you have much time. Go and find like-minded people who are working in different space. Send them connection request on LinkedIn. Tell them, hi, I am Ashutosh. I am a student of Motilal Nehru NIT Allahabad. I am a BTech civil engineering student. I would like to connect with you. Write a two-liner about yourself and then send them a connection. The moment he accepts your connection, he will become your connection. And whenever you post something related to his interest, share with them on the LinkedIn. So now coming to some invisible capital, which I cherish most in my. So in today's time, I was talking to Ashutosh Sawant as well. कि अगर IMT मैंने अपने कॉलेज में शुरू नहीं किया था, आज मैं नहीं कर रहा होता बड़ी फॉर स्टडी, 99% चांस है. So first thing, abundance time capital. So I did found my 10,000 hours there, जिसमें मैं नए आइडियाज पे काम कर पाया, नई चीजें सीख पाया, नए स्किल्स. सेकेंडरी सर्वे, स्कूल जाके स्कूल में सर्वेज किया, उसके बेसिस पे हमने अपना प्रोडक्ट बनाया, फिर वापस जाके स्कूल में हमने उसको प्रेजेंट किया. We connected with so many good people. So this time is a big resource. Time is a big capital. The second thing is the social capital. Social capital is like learnings which is happening because of the community around you, like ESL motivational lecture, entrepreneurship classes, seniors, alumni, as your mentors. Library is a very beautiful space to learn. I know now everybody is studying from home, but library also is, there are so many online libraries are available. So you can do as many research you want to, and there are so many intra college competitions to participate and learn from other teams as well. The third thing is the community capital. You are surrounded by lifetime friends, and they are there for, and these friends are tomorrow's entrepreneurs, or uh, what to say, DM bureaucrats, IAS, or they are employees of Google, Facebook. So you are surrounded by so many good human capital. So engage them. So this community is very important. So if you have an idea, open up your idea with your friends and have a brainstorming sessions. And believe me, my batchmates who are right now working with very good large company in a CXO's level or very senior level, they are there free of cost. Today, if I need to involve them, they will charge at least 10 rupees per hour to have a session with me for 1 hour. But in that 10 years back, it was free of cost available. And beautiful thing is, from this community around you, you will find your co-founders, your co-team members, your investors, your advisors, everyone. So this community is very precious. Even though we are not realizing right now, but with down the line, when I'm reflecting right now, Buddy for Study success is very much dependent upon my community friends, my friends of my school, my college, my MBA college, all together. And the last thing, which is again invisible, we have not realized during our college time, is college gives us an identity. So whenever I went out to a school and shared, yeah, I am coming from IMT Ghaziabad, I'm the second year first year student, not a chowkidar or security guard stopped me to meet the principal. And that is a big thing, because if I go to any school and say I want to meet a principal, they ask for the reason. And if I say if I say I am a student of, say, NIT Allahabad, nobody can stop you. So it gives you an identity, a trustful environment, and all the people who are around you, it's a trustful environment. So you can do so many things at low cost. So you don't have money, you don't need to worry about your accommodation or your what you say, food, etc. So you do have a very little distraction. There is no pressure coming from your family for marriage or for job, or some EMIs are not starting, like home loan or car loan or personal loan or education loan. When for education loan, bank gives you 6 months of free period even after graduating from your college. So you have a good amount of time to work upon your idea. So the thing is, these capitals are there with you all the time. It's just, the thing is, it's very invisible. People are not seeing it. So here is the opportunity, India. So as an advice again, we all are seeing hundreds of problems in our life. And if I multiply these hundreds of problems with 1 billion population of country, so this convert into 100 billion problem in our country. So if we take one problem at one time and we started to solve it for everyone, so this is a huge big business model. So there is no dearth of opportunities in India, and we just need to realize it. This is the last thing I want to share. 50 years back, 100 years back, if somebody wants to start a company, he need to have a very high muscle power. बहुत ज़्यादा पैसा चाहिए, बहुत ज़्यादा पावर चाहिए, मैन पावर चाहिए, लोग चाहिए, तब जाके आप एक कंपनी बना पाओगे. Today जो अभी current world चल रहा है, it's more about telecommunication, or it's more about brain, artificial intelligence, data mining, etc. Those things are there in today's world. But the tomorrow world है, जो आने वाला समय है, that is more about empathy, that is more about heart. So it's like शुभ लाभ. दिवाली पे मैंने ये मैसेज दिया भी था. शुभ लाभ means laugh comes after शुभ. शुभ is auspiciousness, something which is very kalyankari or mangalkari. So if you want to create a profitable world, then you need to create a big auspicious world, and from where the profit will derive, devised. And this new world which is coming, and which many of us are already experiencing, is a competition to care for all. So if you have this empathy, if you have this care and attitude, so definitely the world is yours. Revenue आने वाले time में all companies become a commodity. It's only about the appreciation of the culture of the company. कि अगर तुम्हारी कंपनी में appreciate culture बहुत ही अच्छा है, तो people will happy to buy your products and services. So this is the last point. Implement your car learning or implement your care learning. If the car and care is connected here, this is my last. If Ashutosh can, because I have very, very limited understanding about the world when I was started. And everybody can do this. Dream big and serve good. Thank you. The world is one family. I am sharing my mail ID LinkedIn here, and for the feedback, if somebody wants to share any feedback or want to connect with me, I am happy to take. I'm sharing here.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Ashutosh sir. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yes, it was a really nice, interesting session. I was there throughout the session, and it will really help and motivate the students to pursue their careers as entrepreneurs. And I hope there will be many questions that students will be waiting, to throw at you. And so, are there any questions? I'll be happy. I mean, if the students want to take up any questions, please.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Ashutosh, sir. Krishna Tekriwal would like to ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Krishna, could you unmute yourself?
Yes. Hello, sir. Good afternoon. So I wanted to ask something related to, like, in the field of in the era with tech startups. What is the sustainability? Sorry.
Yes, Krishna, tell me.
Yeah. In this era of tech startups and where investors are more inclined towards investing in tech startups and software like SaaS startups. So what is the sustainability and what is the growth factor for non-tech startups, like for like the Buddy for Study, the one you are running?
Mm-hmm. So Buddy for Study is a tech startup. It's a completely technology-based startup.
Okay. Sir, actually what he meant to ask was, today investors are focusing more on tech startups. So what can we do so that if we have an idea for non-tech startup, we can attract more investors?
So basically, again, the thing is the same thing. If you build some prototype or something which can show some kind of traction, so there are so many investors. You need to connect with the right people who are seeing this value. So for example, like in my case, so scholarship is a very niche thing, very niche thing. Nobody was talking about in 2010, 11, 12, 13, till 2014, till we got the award. But we are continuously connecting with more and more investor community, more and more philanthropic community. You need to find who are the people who are getting this, who are the recipient of the benefit of this your product, and you find some influencers on that community and connect with them. Definitely, they will connect you to the right people who can invest in your startup. So see, in technology brings scale. Technology brings this scalability and profitability very high. In non-tech side, you need good execution strategy so that the cost of failure should be very low. But if you find this product, if you created this product already, so definitely there are so much of buyers. So I would love to know more about this product, and definitely we can take this offline. If any point I can add value in your Krishna, if this can give you the answer basically.
Sure, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Sir, next question would be from Tanishq Bansal. Tanishq, could you ask your question?
Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Hi, Tanishq.
Hello, sir. Sir, my question was related to like social entrepreneurship, your field of expertise. Like while we're in the field of social entrepreneurship, one of the key challenges is how we balance our vision with our business model. Like if I'm serving for some people and in at some point of time I want to monetize it, or I have some business model, but also I need my vision to be very clear. So how to balance that?
Mm-hmm. So balance. So basically, every company in across the globe now, please understand, there is nothing called anti-social company or anti-social, non-social entrepreneurship. Every idea is a social entrepreneurship. Every idea is for society. Whether it's a Google is a for-profit, whether it's not for-profit, that is a different discussion. But every company is a social company. Whether it's Flipkart, Amazon, they all are serving to society. So everybody is social. ठीक है. So first understand this कि how social, there is nothing called social entrepreneurship is different ball game. It's the same company who needs to sustain, who need to scale, who need to be profitable basically. Now your question is how to monetize and how to bring the business model around this so that you survive first and then you scale high. Survive to scale high basically. So in Budding for Study, we took 6 years in the 0 to 1 stage. The first crore we built in 2016, 17, but we started in 2010, 11. So it took much time for us. So in that case, I will say keep on working upon your business model. So if somebody, so for example, like in Budding for Study, we are working upon with the student, and I realize that student cannot pay for the services like information services or application services, etc. So we tweaked the model to the scholarship providers in 2015. And then scholarship providers started paying us. So you need to think, even though you are working for say bottom of the pyramid of the society where they cannot pay you, but you can find someone who can pay for your services, who can take your services, and you can actually multiply their effects through your technology or through your startup basically. So you need to tweak your model basically, and somebody will definitely be there to pay you. It's just like you need to discover them and you need to connect with them and made a relationship with them. Definitely people will there to pay you. You just need to come out with a good solution, problem statement from problem solution for those organizations or for those HNIs, NRIs or people who want to buy your services.
Okay, got it, sir. Thank you very much.
Just to hear Tanish's point, I just want to share. So before Budding for Study coming into picture, there are scholarship providers who are spending 300%. मतलब अगर 100 रुपीज की स्कॉलरशिप बांटनी है तो 300 रुपए वो स्पेंड कर रहे थे प्रमोशंस एंड एप्लीकेशन मैनेजमेंट में. When we come into picture, we brought down this cost of 300 rupees to 15 rupees now. So now organizations are paying 5 to 15 rupees or 5 to 15% of their corpus on the process of promotions and the discovery of the scholars and then tracking. So we brought down so much of cost down. Now we are launching a scholarship in 7 days time. So for me, the cost is even a fraction of that, 15%, even very, very small fraction of that. So profitability is very high. So even though we are serving so many underprivileged students, having a family income of less than 1 lakh rupees per year, so many students, but हमें pay मिल रहा है, we are market leaders. So Tanis is just you need to figure out who is happy to pay you, and you are solving their problem.
Okay, sir. Got it.
So next question was from Pragya Sharma, but due to some technical difficulty, she's not over here. Her question was, after mentoring so many potential entrepreneurs, what according to you are the most common startup mistakes that they make, and how can one avoid them?
So the biggest mistake for any founder is ना they have short-sighted. मतलब वो shortcut में adjust करने की कोशिश करते हैं. वो चीज सही नहीं है. If you are building something tangible, like you are building a ship to ऐसे problems को solve करने, ऐसे situation को handle करने के लिए जो unseen है, मतलब तुम्हें अपने आप को इतना strong बनाना पड़ेगा. The fundamentals should be very, very clear, like love, trust, and purpose, which I always talk about. You have to build the team which are aligned with this purpose and who come with the same values. अगर ट्रस्ट है तो co-founder झगड़ा कम होगा तो you should be very, how you can build a trust, transparent communication के साथ. You should have this truthfulness for each other, and you all have together spend time on discussing the problem and then solution, etc. So this is very, very required. Most of the startup fails because the co-founders conflict. Most of the startup fail because we do not get the good investment on time. So how to build this relationship with the investor or potential investor. So all those things are there. We did very beautiful experiments in our initial days we keep to provide our monthly report cards to potential investors. So every month I used to write a letter to all the potential investor, which says talk about all the progress happened in last 30 days, and I keep on sharing them for 4 or 5 years. So they are continuously supporting me on the 0 to 1 time. So when we don't have a revenue of 1 crore, even not even 10 lakh rupees per year. So and they are investing in Buddy for Study. So you need to build this kind of relationship, and it comes with again the fundamentals of the business: love, trust, and purpose.
Thank you, sir. So next question is from Ayush. He would like to ask you.
Very good afternoon, sir. So my question is, like there are many government and private bodies managing scholarship and other related activities. So how do you convince the people to trust yours over the others, and how do you promote the brand Buddy for Study for the same?
Wonderful question. So, so there are two parts. One part is how government bodies and private bodies come to Buddy for Study for their scholarship, and the second thing, how Buddy for Study promoting itself to the student. So, so when we started now, so we do not have money. So and when you do not have money, so you have good ideas around you. So again, the car lending. So we build a say cycle, but we don't have money to spend on the marketing. So what we did in 2013, we thought of Buddy for Study being an online platform plus English platform, and India में English literacy less than 20% है और internet literacy कुछ 15%, ऐसे कुछ है 15-20% English and internet literacy, and the scholarship which is truly required targeting to the students or the families who are non-English and who are non-internet friendly. So how I can reach out to them. So we did a beautiful partnership with newspapers way back to 2013. Prabhat Khabar newspaper in Bihar, Jharkhand, then the Hindu newspaper Pan India, where we are giving them a scholarship alert which they are printing on their newspapers. And this is just phenomenal for us, because by sharing this information with the Hindu or Prabhat Khabar and they printing them, automatically we are reaching out to non-English friendly, non-internet friendly audience then and there. And this relationship grown over the period of time. So today we have 240 newspapers partnered with Buddy for Study, printing more than 30 crores alert every month free of cost. And now because of this huge media partnership plus Buddy for Study itself is the most popular scholarship website. So now the traction is built up. So once we have this thing, so any private organization who want to launch a scholarship, and if they are putting say 10 lakh rupees, 20 lakh rupees for the promotion, with Buddy for Study, these things are happening at free of cost. So we are just charging them for the small part for the promotion, but most part of the application management and shortlisting selection. So definitely for them, by doing this whole thing by themselves, cost them say 100 rupees, 200 rupees. With Buddy for Study cost less than 10 rupees. So it makes sense for them to. और plus सबसे बड़ी बात क्या है ना, scholarship बहुत seasonal है. कोई भी organization who scholarship देना चाहता है, he will not hire a team for around the year. Then to manage 3 months of scholarship program. So in that case again, for them it makes sense that they hire Buddy for Study to manage their scholarship program. And for the government side, we are not managing any government scholarship as of now. We are promoting them because government provides so many numbers. The quantity is very high. Quantum is big high. So we promote them because the students will get government scholarship much more likely because there is less competition. It's more need-based scholarship. Am I able to answer your question?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
So Mayank has a question for you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
So my question was that what are the strategies that has to be adopted to attract people to join a team who are already having a settled and comfortable lives, and also in addition to it, what are the critical values important to build a culture in a team?
So basically now I always say to all the entrepreneurs, if you don't have a skill, hire one person who can complement your skill. So if you are not good in BD or say technology or say operations, or we all have limited bandwidth. for doing a task, find complementary skill set people. Now the thing is, again, I mentioned a trust. So again, a time basically. So before hiring someone full time in your organization, my suggestion would be to the budding entrepreneur is, first find a potential good cultural fit person. For my in my case, like Raj Kishore, my co-founder, technology co-founder, who built a website as a freelancer. So he did have a very settled job. He is a website developer in a company, and he was working with me as a freelancer for 1.5 years. And then after graduating from IMT, I asked him to join us a full time as a co-founder. For him, it's a big risk because he is a married person. He married in 2012 itself on February, and in June in April I am asking him to join me full time, and I offered him a good price from my standard, because I do have a very limited amount of money. So I offered him a good price, but he also knows this. He does not have a backing money with him. So for him, it's a big risk to leave his settled job and join Buddy for Study as a full time. But the thing is, the way I approached him, the way he worked with me for 1.5 years, he found this confidence, and plus this idea, the traction is happening there. He had this confidence on this vision that he joined Buddy for Study. And just to share with you at his last working day, after serving 60 days notice period in his company, the last day working day, his VP engineering came to him and said, Raj, why are you leaving this job? And he said, some smiling star company has offering him. So in that case, Raj, so he said, how much he offered? He said 3x. And then the company said, the VP said, yes, I am also offering, I'm matching this offer, where I'm not giving him 3x, by the way. Okay, but he just wanted to avoid this negotiation or this questions coming from the VP engineering domain, this senior boss. So he said, he offered me 3x. And then he said, I am equally matching you. Raj, don't go. And then he was just thought, okay, Ashutosh is paying me something X and he's offering me 3x. But the thing is, because the relationship is so strong by that time, and this was last day, he took this call. I just want to go with Ashutosh. I cannot say no to him now because somebody is paying me 3x. And then so you need to build this kind of relationship. It's more love and empathy, fundamentals of any relationship. You need to first check if this person, so whoever you want to onboard, say for example, you want Ratan Tata in your team, say, so Ratan Tata will look into your team. He won't go for a huge big paycheck कि हाँ तुम इसको उनको 10 crore का salary दे रहे. He needs a certain amount of minimal so that he can take care of his cost of living and some savings. Beyond that is just an icing. So you can always come with a package which says your cost of living plus some X amount of saving is being taken care of, and rest of the thing can be done through the equity or through the ESOP or through this way. And you should come with so much of trust and so much of confidence with your idea, inspiration, that the person should feel I think this idea has the power, the potential, and this person can do it. So he will join your vision, not to you, but to your vision and your simplicity and your humbleness, humility, basically. So these are the parameters through which I onboarded few team members. जब मैंने उनको salary भी नहीं दिया. There are so many people who joined for first 5, 6, 7 months, even years, free of cost. And whenever I approach my batchmates, they do it as a goodwill, as a good intent, and help Buddy for Study whenever we need it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for sharing that, sir. I would like to open the floor to the audience. If they have any questions, they can ask Mr. Ashutosh. I would like to request you, it's a golden opportunity, please ask.
Kaustubh?
Yes, sir.
So if there are no questions, I'll request you to deliver the vote of thanks. And I'll personally like to thank Mr. Ashutosh Barnwal to spare his time again. and hope we'll meet again when the Corona Kal ends. Physically, it will be a better interaction.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ashish.
On behalf of the entire team of IIC, I wish to extend my gratitude to our speaker, Mr. Ashutosh Purnwal, founder, Buddy for Study, for sparing his valuable time and enlightening us with his expertise. I would like to thank our esteemed director, Professor Rajiv Tripathi, sir. We are grateful to him for his guidance and encouragement. We are highly indebted to our President IIC, Professor Kritika ma'am, Vice President IIC Professor A.K. Singh, sir, and Convener IIC Professor Shivesh Sharma, sir, for his valuable inputs from time to time that greatly helped us in making this webinar happen. I thank Dr. Pramod Soni, sir, for taking time out from his busy schedule to be here with us today. Last but not the least, I would like to thank all the students and audience members for their patience and support in making this event a success. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Constable.
Thank you all. Thank you all. And I'll remind the students that we have another session on National Innovation and Startup Policy at 4 p.m. I hope you all will join that as well. Thank you, sir, once again. We can formally end this meeting with your permission.